Bonjour. Esteemed students of Stoic philosophy, I extend my warmest greetings to all. Today, let us immerse ourselves in the depths of a profound life philosophy, one that pulsates with motivation and resilience. As we navigate the intricacies of this guiding principle, let it serve as a beacon, illuminating our path to greater understanding and personal growth. Are you ready to join me on this transformative quest for wisdom? Let's get started. Achille Mbembe's Necropolitics for Stoic Ethical Governance. Cultivate Stoic ethical governance through Mbembe's Necropolitics. Strive for virtue in political practices that prioritize ethical well-being and justice. Marina Warner's Stranger Magic for Stoic Ethical Imagination. Foster Stoic ethical imagination through Warner's Stranger Magic. Embrace virtue in creative thinking that transcends conventional boundaries. Vine Deloria Jr.'s God is Red for Stoic Spiritual Ecology. Uphold Stoic spiritual ecology through Deloria's God is Red. Recognize virtue in cultivating ethical connections between spirituality and ecological stewardship. Siddhartha Mukherjee's The Emperor of All Maladies for Stoic Medical Ethics. Advocate for Stoic medical ethics through Mukherjee's The Emperor of All Maladies. Strive for virtue in healthcare practices that prioritize ethical well-being. Gloria Anzaldua's Borderlands, La Frontera for Stoic cross-cultural virtue. Foster Stoic cross-cultural virtue through Anzaldua's Borderlands, La Frontera. Embrace virtue in the intersection of diverse cultures, fostering ethical understanding. Achille Vartzy's Holes and Other Superficialities for Stoic Metaphysical Inquiry. Engage in Stoic metaphysical inquiry through Vartzy's Holes and Other Superficialities. Cultivate virtue in exploring the nature of existence and reality. Elaine Scarry's The Body in Pain for Stoic Empathy. Embrace Stoic empathy through Scarry's The Body in Pain. Recognize virtue in understanding and alleviating the suffering of others. Ngugi wa Thiong'o's Decolonizing the Mind for Stoic Linguistic Virtue. Uphold Stoic linguistic virtue through Ngugi's Decolonizing the Mind. Strive for virtue in language use that promotes ethical communication and understanding. Aiwa Ong's Flexible Citizenship for Stoic Ethical Identity. Foster Stoic ethical identity through Ong's Flexible Citizenship. Cultivate virtue in navigating identity in a globalized world with ethical principles. Robert Pirsig's Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance for Stoic Philosophical Inquiry. Engage in Stoic philosophical inquiry through Pirsig's Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Cultivate virtue in seeking wisdom and understanding through ethical reflection. Rebecca Solnit's Wanderlust, A History of Walking for Stoic Contemplative Movement. Embrace Stoic contemplative movement through Solnit's Wanderlust. Recognize virtue in the meditative and ethical practice of walking. George Lamming's In the Castle of My Skin for Stoic post-colonial reflection. Advocate for Stoic post-colonial reflection through Lamming's In the Castle of My Skin. Strive for virtue in understanding and addressing the legacies of colonialism. Martha Nussbaum's Political Emotions for Stoic Civic Sentiment. Cultivate Stoic civic sentiment through Nussbaum's Political Emotions. Embrace virtue in emotional engagement with ethical civic responsibilities. Eduardo Viveiros de Castro's Cannibal Metaphysics for Stoic Cultural Synthesis. Foster Stoic cultural synthesis through Viveiros de Castro's Cannibal Metaphysics. Embrace virtue in the fusion and appreciation of diverse cultural perspectives. Sarah Ahmed's Queer Phenomenology for Stoic Inclusive Phenomenology. Uphold Stoic inclusive phenomenology through Ahmed's Queer Phenomenology. Strive for virtue in understanding and embracing diverse lived experiences. Zygmunt Bauman's Liquid Modernity for Stoic Ethical Adaptability. Embrace Stoic ethical adaptability through Bauman's Liquid Modernity. Cultivate virtue in navigating and responding ethically to the fluid challenges of the modern world. Silvia Federici's Revolution at Point Zero for Stoic labor justice. Advocate for Stoic labor justice through Federici's Revolution at Point Zero. Strive for virtue in reshaping labor practices to align with ethical principles. Audre Lorde's The Cancer Journals for Stoic Health Ethics. Cultivate Stoic health ethics through Lorde's The Cancer Journals. Embrace virtue in ethical approaches to health and well-being. Judith Butler's Excitable Speech for Stoic Ethical Communication. Foster Stoic ethical communication through Butler's Excitable Speech. Strive for virtue in communication that upholds ethical principles and fosters understanding. Donna Haraway's The Companion Species. Manifesto for Stoic Animal Ethics. Uphold Stoic animal ethics through Haraway's The Companion Species Manifesto. Recognize virtue in ethical relationships with non-human companions. These principles offer a diverse and expansive synthesis of philosophical ideas, encouraging individuals to approach life with wisdom, virtue, and a deep understanding of the interconnected nature of the human experience. Donna J. Haraway's When Species Meet for Stoic Environmental Ethics. Foster Stoic environmental ethics through Haraway's When Species Meet. Embrace virtue in relationships with the diverse species that share our world, contributing to ethical ecological stewardship. Kwame Anthony Appiah's The Ethics of Identity for Stoic Individual Autonomy. Uphold Stoic individual autonomy through Appiah's The Ethics of Identity. Recognize the importance of virtuous self-determination in ethical decision-making. Marilyn Frye's The Politics of Reality for Stoic Intersectional Justice. Advocate for Stoic intersectional justice through Frye's The Politics of Reality. Strive for virtue in dismantling interconnected systems of oppression. Dipesh Chakrabarty's The Climate of History, in a Planetary Age for Stoic Historical Virtue. Cultivate Stoic historical virtue through Chakrabarty's The Climate of History. Recognize the ethical responsibilities in understanding and interpreting history with virtue. Eva Fader-Kitty's Love's Labor for Stoic Care Ethics. Embrace Stoic care ethics through Kitty's Love's Labor. Cultivate virtue in caregiving, recognizing the moral significance of compassionate relationships. Cornel West's Race Matters for Stoic Racial Justice. Advocate for Stoic racial justice through West's Race Matters. Strive for virtue in addressing systemic racism and promoting ethical equality. Gayatri Chakravorty, Spivak's Other Asias for Stoic Global Pluralism. Foster Stoic global pluralism through Spivak's Other Asias. Embrace virtue in acknowledging and celebrating diverse cultural perspectives. Vandana Shiva's Earth Democracy for Stoic Ecological Citizenship. Uphold Stoic ecological citizenship through Shiva's Earth Democracy. Advocate for virtue in fostering ethical relationships with the Earth and all its inhabitants. David Abrams' The Spell of the Sensuous for Stoic Sensory Awareness. Cultivate Stoic sensory awareness through Abrams' The Spell of the Sensuous. Embrace virtue in experiencing the world with heightened consciousness and ethical engagement. Homi K. Bhabha's Nation and Narration for Stoic Cultural Narratives. Foster Stoic cultural narratives through Bhabha's Nation and Narration. Contribute to virtue in storytelling that transcends borders and fosters ethical understanding. Cornelia Butler's WAC, Art and the Feminist Revolution for Stoic Artistic Activism. Advocate for Stoic artistic activism through Butler's WAC, Art and the Feminist Revolution. Contribute to virtue in using art as a means of ethical expression and social change. Kwame Anthony Appiah's The Lies That Bind for Stoic Ethical Commonality. Embrace Stoic ethical commonality through Appiah's The Lies That Bind. Recognize virtue in finding shared ethical principles that unite humanity. Rebecca Solnit's A Paradise Built in Hell for Stoic Disaster. Ethics. Uphold Stoic disaster ethics through Solnit's A Paradise Built in Hell. Contribute to virtue in times of crisis, fostering ethical responses that prioritize compassion and solidarity. Judith Butler's Undoing, Gender for Stoic Gender. Deconstruction. Foster Stoic gender deconstruction through Butler's Undoing Gender. Embrace virtue in challenging and transcending traditional gender norms. Eduardo Galeano's Memory of Fire for Stoic Historical Remembrance. Cultivate Stoic historical remembrance through Galeano's Memory of Fire. Contribute to virtue in remembering and learning from historical experiences. Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun for Stoic Social Mobility. Advocate for Stoic social mobility through Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun. Strive for virtue in promoting ethical opportunities for all individuals. Martha C. Nussbaum's The Therapy of Desire for Stoic Emotional Regulation. Embrace Stoic emotional regulation through Nussbaum's The Therapy of Desire. Cultivate virtue in managing emotions with ethical wisdom. Thomas Piketty's Capital in the 21st Century for Stoic Economic Equity. Uphold Stoic economic equity through Piketty's Capital in the 21st Century. Advocate for virtue in addressing economic inequalities with ethical solutions. Bell Hook's Feminism is for Everybody for Stoic Inclusive Feminism. Foster Stoic inclusive feminism through Hooks Feminism is for everybody. Embrace virtue in promoting an inclusive and ethical feminist movement. Frantz Fanon's Black Skin, White Masks for Stoic Anti-Colonial Identity. Advocate for Stoic anti-colonial identity through Fanon's Black Skin, White Masks. Strive for virtue in resisting colonial legacies and fostering ethical self-determination. These principles continue to offer a diverse and expansive synthesis of philosophical ideas, encouraging individuals to approach life with wisdom, virtue, and a deep understanding of the interconnected nature of the human experience. As we wrap up another engaging chapter in our exploration of resilience and inner strength, we want to express our heartfelt appreciation for your presence. We hope the discussions have fortified your spirit. If you find value in our conversations, we invite you to actively engage with our community. Like, subscribe, and share your reflections to amplify the impact of our shared journey. Your engagement is the catalyst for collective resilience. Your support reinforces the foundation of our community, and we are genuinely grateful for it. Anticipating the continued growth of our collective strength, may your days be filled with fortitude and purpose. With sincere thanks, Stoic World.